Hey lovelies, welcome back to another video. For today's video, we will be reviewing the Jaclyn Hill part of her Vault collection. We will be reviewing the palette Armed and Gorgeous. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Hey lovelies, I literally could not resist in getting yet another Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. This palette is the Armed and Gorgeous. Jaclyn Hill refers to it as the yellow palette. She also explains that it reminds her of nature. Honestly, this palette does give you very autumn vibes and it's absolutely stunning. So for my first shade, I wanted to pick the shade Access, which is the yellow blending, sort of lovely, stunning color. I fell in love with this color the first time I laid my eyes on this palette. All the yellows were it was just such a vibe, and the pigment in this shade was absolutely mad, you guys. Like, I really didn't have to apply too much of this shade to get the color that I ended up resulting with. And I just thought that was absolutely incredible. The price in this palette is just insanely affordable, and the pigment is without a doubt just simply insane. The next shade I went for was the shade Secure, which was a more sort of dulled down yellow, almost a sort of brownish yellow. This shade, you guys, is absolutely beautiful. I did use it under my crease to sort of give my eyeshadow a very sort of flame effect. I wanted it to be a very fiery looking sort of glam, and it was amazing. So coming back in with the shade Access, you guys, I wanted to redefine the cut crease shade, making sure that sort of flame vibe stayed there. I wanted to make it very outstanding. I wanted to make the color super harsh, and I just genuinely fell in love with this shade. It was crazy. So coming in with the shade Pearl, such a deep brown color, literally loving the vibe. I wanted to use this shade to sort of make a foxy eye, not quite, but something very bold and similar. I wanted a very thick eyeliner sort of just towards the end of my eye, just to give it a very sort of dark and exaggerated sort of effect, and I feel like this color did absolutely great for that. This is such a foxy eye sort of shade, and I absolutely loved it. So next off, coming in with the shade Smooth Criminal, which is just a softer sort of chocolate brown. I love this color so much, it actually makes me think about chocolate, and right now I currently want a chocolate, which is great. But I tried using this shade to sort of create a very shadowy sort of eyeliner. I did want to achieve a very smoked out look, which is the reason I went in with a softer brown. You lovelies, this shade Coin, well, let me just tell you, was insane. You guys, the pigment on this shade was absolutely crazy. I fell in love with it. It was such a bold, glittery color. The gold was insane. It was very intact, and it was definitely very, very super pigmented. I didn't expect this glitter vibe to be so pigmented, but it definitely was. So right now I'm currently using the shade Coin. You guys, this pigment was literally insane. So now coming in with Guilt Trip, I wanted to lighten the inner corners of the eye just a little bit more to give that Coin vibe a lot more boldness. Coming in with the shade Classified, I don't know what it is about this name, but I find this like a very sexy name for a shade. I love the gold and the dark brown. I feel like it's such a cool sort of, I just love this shade. I'm now reapplying the shade Coin just for a more exaggerated effect. So I'm now using the shade Agent just to apply under my waterline. I just love this shade, and I wanted to blend that orange flame vibe just a little bit more to sort of give it a very smoky, fiery, exaggerated look. I also want to mention to you guys, this shade was super pigmented. So now I'm coming in with the shade Top Secret. This is like a khaki green. You guys, this green is such a vibe. I am applying it just under my waterline, blending it with the shade Agent. I just felt like this combo was the perfect match. They blended in so well together. It was such a vibe, and it was definitely vibing with everything I was wearing. So it was absolutely perfect. So last but not least, you guys, I am using the shade VIP. You guys, this shade was insane. It was by far my favorite in this palette. I am literally using this shade as highlighter. How crazy is that? The pigment on this was just over the roof, and it made such a pretty highlighter sort of shade. I am obsessed, absolutely obsessed with this shade. So once I saw what this shade did to under my brow bone and the inner corners of my eye, I definitely had to check out what it would do on my cheekbones, and it was insane. So now I will quickly be finishing off my makeup for this video. I have had so much fun filming this, you guys. It is absolutely insane. The waterline I am using, I don't know why I said waterline, but the eyeliner I'm using now is a super fine pen, and it's also waterproof and cruelty free from Essence Cosmetics. I'm also going to be curling my lashes because in a few seconds I will be applying some falsies. I am now using the Flormar Cosmetics green eyeliner pen. It's not a pen, it's an eye pencil, but yeah, I always blow my words out for some reason. I absolutely love this shade. I'm applying these falsies. I actually ordered a 5-pack of them on AliExpress for like £3, you guys. It is absolutely crazy. I always use the end of my brush just to sort of reapply them properly. I don't know why, I've always sort of done that, but yeah, I just find it easier to do it that way. The mascara I'm using right now is actually from a supermarket in Spain called Mercadona. It's like €3 or something like that. This mascara is absolutely crazy. I used to hate it because the excess was just crazy, but it's also really good for making really dramatic looks, which is the reason I only use it for like really dramatic looks. So the eyeliner pen, which I am not using because I'm using a lip liner, is from Primark, you guys. I did get this lip liner in a set with a lipstick. I actually bought like 3 or 4 when I went to Primark. I literally spent like €400 in one go because I went mad. But you know, that is the danger with going into Primark or any store that has a lot of cute stuff in it. So the lipstick I'm wearing now, or just previously wore, was the Silk Matte from Flormar Cosmetics. I believe that one is in the shade 02 because it's one of my favorites. But yeah. So you guys, this is the end of today's makeup look using the lovely Jaclyn Hill's palette collabed with Morphe. There was not one shade that I could say that the pigment had fallen through just a little bit. Everything was really, really good. So as for the palette, I didn't really notice any fall off, which is amazing. In my previous video on Jaclyn Hill's Bling Boss palette, there wasn't any fall off either. It was a really good palette. I didn't notice any fall off around my cheeks either, which is really, really good. The palette is absolutely stunning. I will go ahead and show you the palette I just reviewed a couple of days ago. So this is the other Jaclyn Hill collab with Morphe palette, which is in the palette shade Bling Boss palette. The color stories, you guys, on these palettes are freaking incredible. I'm freaking in love with this fall, and I will be I can't even speak. I will be ordering the other 2 palettes because they are drop dead freaking gorgeous, and who doesn't need these in their life? Everyone needs these. There's no question about it. Also retailed for about £16, and after VAT it was something like £11 something. I will be linking that on the screen. Also, you guys, I will be linking these palettes down below in the description area. I was about to say bio area, but yeah. My favorite shade in this palette definitely has to be the VIP shade here. I use this literally as highlighter, and you guys, the pigment in this is incredible. I was not wearing any highlighter apart from on my nose before that, using the MAC Cosmetics, but only just a little bit. Palette is definitely my favorite from Jaclyn Hill's vault so far. Berries in every single palette are just absolutely beautiful. I feel so fortunate just to be able to be even holding this palette because it's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this look. I feel like this is probably my favorite look I've created so far on this channel, and that is like some serious award right now, like crazy. So you guys, my review on this palette is, it is insane. If you don't have this palette, definitely go check it out. Definitely go order it if you can, and if you can, just get the whole vault. It is literally just crazy beautiful. Also, I would like to mention that this video is in no way or form or shape sponsored. This is just my review on these palettes, you guys, which I am obsessing over. Like, I am crazy, like totally crazy. How do I even tell you guys how amazing you are without having to sort of put it all over the screen and just, ugh. Further into this review, I am definitely going to be completing the vault just by purchasing the other two palettes and obviously reviewing them for you guys, because these palettes are absolutely mad. They're mad in price, mad in pigment, and just mad in every single perspective. The color stories are just too good to be true. You beautifuls, thank you so much for watching this review and try on. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I did. I was really excited to film this video because last time I reviewed the Jaclyn Hill Vault palette Bling Boss, I was like, whoa, I did not expect such crazy pigment, and the color story was just insane. Everything was perfection, and I was like, this is too good to be true, but it was definitely good and it was true. So yeah, so lovelies, hit that big red subscribe button, turn notifications on, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial slash review slash everything it was. And you guys, feel like I'm missing something out. I don't know, I always feel like this. I don't know why. It's probably because I've only had one coffee today, and that is like a sin for me. So you lovelies, I hope to see you in my next video. This is the look. Isn't it bougie, you ladies? It is. It totally is. I could totally do a photo shoot with this look. Like, how could you not? It's stunning. I did realize that the Bling Boss has gone out of stock, so yeah, hopefully that will come back on. But if not, you can try the Morphe website, you can try maybe Jaclyn Hill, maybe you can try Selfridges UK. That is where it's gone currently out of stock. But yeah, try all these websites and hopefully you can get your hands on these palettes, because they're insane and you need these and you just want these. Even if you don't use these, they can be staring right at you in your bedroom, tempting you every single day. You just need these palette, ladies. This is just insane. I'll leave this video right here because I can hear the coffee calling my name and I just really need a coffee right now. But you guys, let's end this video on an amazing note, because it was an amazing video, and I will see you lovelies in my next video.